Let's get into the vocals. So this section here is essentially Chris's first verse. So these are the takes, and these two tracks are actually feeding this lead group here.
I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy. Too much to take, these memories end in tragedy.
Awesome. So the first thing I start with Chris, again, this is sort of the same thing with elements, is always EQing and getting rid of anything I don't need first, just so that that stuff is not a part of my compression and whatever other stuff I'm gonna be doing after. So let's pull this up, this EQ, and let's bypass it.
I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy.
And then I'm gonna play it with it.
I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy.
So you can see like these low cuts that I did actually brought some of that top end back. I don't like to do a lot of additional EQing. I feel like a lot of the type of EQing that I do is subtractive, and those subtractions that I do is what enhances what I'm not subtracting. So when I start to bring down some of the low end stuff, it actually makes the sound brighter, even though I'm not actually adding any high end to the sound. So that's what's going on here with this. And the only boost that I do for vocals typically is a 10K boost. And that's what this is. So this 10K boost makes a huge difference in the diction of the singer. So I'm gonna play it with and without.
I lost my way somewhere in
and then without.
I lost my way somewhere in
With.
I lost my way somewhere in
So that cut through factor that the vocal has actually comes from that 10K boost. For most of my artists and clients that I work with, it's 10K. Occasionally I'll get an artist where 10K just doesn't sound good and I have to go to 12 or 16. But for Chris, it's definitely always 10, and it's usually between 1 to 3 dBs depending on what key the record is in and how high in his range his vocal is. If something is in a very high range vocal, I won't have to put so much 10K, just because his vocal will already be providing me a lot of those frequencies naturally. After that, I'll hit it with the 1176, the silver face, which I was mentioning earlier. I use the silver for the vocals and the black face usually for more musical elements.
I lost my way somewhere in another.
So I'm doing almost 3 dBs of reduction here with this 1176. Let's actually turn it off and on.
Lost my way somewhere in another galaxy.
Back on.
Too much to take, these memories.
After that, we're gonna hit it with the shaping EQ.
I lost my way somewhere.
So let's turn this off really quick.
The galaxy. Too much to take, these memories end in tragedy.
So very light work on this one. Sometimes I have to dig a lot harder into the shaping EQ. After that, I'll hit it with the R-Vocals. And I do it very lightly. I know a lot of people like to use R-Vocals and like they're smashing the vocal. I'm talking, I just want to push the vocal forward just a hair when I'm using the R-Vocals. So let's turn this off.
Somewhere in another galaxy. Too much to take.
With.
I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy.
Perfect. So that's just giving me a little push, and everything I'm doing is happening in little tiny steps, because at the end we've done 10,000 little steps, and all of those steps add up to the full image of what the mix is. After that, the de-esser,
I lost my way somewhere.
which we're getting this here. So I'm reducing all of those frequencies.
Tragedy.
Let's turn it off.
I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy. Too much to take.
So let's put it back
I
on.
lost my way somewhere in another galaxy.
Perfect. So it's just taming those S's, especially now that I've added that 10K, those S's are going to come out a little more.
I lost my way somewhere in
And then boom, a little bit of compression.
Too much to take, these memories.
Roughly almost 3 dBs of compression. Let's turn this off.
Lost my way somewhere in another galaxy.
And then the Kirchhoff at the end.
Lost my way somewhere in another galaxy.
Just trying to get that sharpness. I mean, right here.
Lost my way somewhere in
That's all like bad stuff I'm trying to get out of the mix right there.
I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy.
So yeah, that's the lead. Let's play this together with the music.
I lost my way somewhere in another galaxy. Too much to take, these memories end in tragedy. In all of these places, all of these faces, I didn't wanna let you down. And all these mistakes of mine, I can't replace it. I gotta move on somehow.